Okay, so as an accountancy business owner, you probably realize that LinkedIn is an absolute goldmine for finding your ideal clients. Now, just about every other business owner in the world is on LinkedIn. And if you are prepared to post content regularly, you'll find that you can quickly become a real industry kind of go-to person, uh, and get clients easier and easier through LinkedIn. So the problem is that, I mean, what do you post on LinkedIn? And it's really difficult to keep your posts up and have regular posts coming through, and just doing them regularly. Now, the simple answer is you can automate this using, dare I say it, AI and automation to really create kind of persuasive posts that can lead to new clients for you. And what I'm going to do in this video is actually show you an example of how I've automated an accountancy firm's, or a mock accountancy firm in this case, is LinkedIn posts. So look, we'll just go into my computer and I'll show you how. Okay, so here we are. We're using make.com, which is, if you're not familiar with it, is like an automation tool that you can integrate with AI and a number of other platforms. Now, with LinkedIn and their posts, you can't just point AI at a LinkedIn and say, create me a LinkedIn post, because even though it's smart, it's really not going to focus and kind of create something that users and LinkedIn viewers are actually going to resonate with. You need to be more specific and really give it some context and some background on what you want to create. So what we've done, I'll just talk through this quickly. We're setting here a framework prompt, which I'll show you in a moment. Target industry, I've used builders in this case, builders in Australia, and a theme. For this theme, I've just created reconciliation, being an accountancy reconciliation, as the theme for these 4 posts of 4 content types that we're going to create. So we've got a mistakes and warnings content type, education content type, a social proof content type, and an authority and opinion content type. Now, as I go through this, it'll make a bit more sense as to what those content types are for. So if we look at our prompt, we give it this a core LinkedIn post framework. Now, I've actually used AI to create this prompt, but one of the beauties of AI is you can prompt to create a prompt for AI. It's kind of a bit circular and a bit Inception-like, but it works well. So we've created this. We're going to create a hook. We're going to create examples, a relatable problem, an insight or lesson from that prompt. Sorry, from that particular relatable problem, and soft call to action being kind of something marketing your accountancy firm, something like it, as it says here. If this sounds familiar, happy to answer questions. Now, target industry, as I said, was builders, and the accountancy theme is going to be reconciliation. You could have GST, you could have BAS here in Australia, you could have accountancy software, you could have all sorts of different accountancy themes. Now, the content types, if we have a look at these now, mistakes and warnings. So ATO penalties, BAS errors, cash flow traps, GST mistakes, all of these are kind of hot button topics within accountancy. The way this works is basically the thread goes along here, this is an AI text prompt. Okay, so you're an expert at creating a succinct LinkedIn post for an accountancy firm. The framework of the LinkedIn posts you create is as follows, being this framework here that we created in the first step. The content type of this individual post will be mistakes and warning, being this mistakes and warning content type. The target industry for this post is the target industry being builders, and the theme being reconciliations. Create a single written post for the accountancy firm using the above information. Do not use asterisk, markdown, or that's just telling AI not to put in the rubbish it often will put in. With this top liner for mistakes and warnings content type, I've actually created an image to go with the post. So GPT image 1.5, which is a really good recent image creation. I'll just fix up this one. So image creation model. Create an image for an Australian accountancy firm LinkedIn post based on the following post text. Now it looks at the result of the previous step, creates a square image, and we can then save it to our Google Drive. This step saves to Google Drive, just saves it into a folder. We get a share link using Google Drive, and then we simply post into this platform here called Buffer. Buffer is a software as a service that creates scheduled posts for social media, in this case for LinkedIn. Now, so ignore the CoachS stuff. I've just posted to a existing page that I have. You could post to your personal profile, or you could post to a business profile like I've done here. Now, the text of the post is what we create in this step here. We add an update to the end of the queue. I'll show you what that means in a moment. And the media that we're updating is the image that we created in this step, and we get it from Google Drive because we need to save it in order to be able to upload it into Buffer. Now let's have a look at some. Let's education content type, social proof content type, and authority and opinion content type. These all create Buffer updates. I haven't used images for these ones just for simplicity, but you could create your own images using AI, or you could maybe reference a bunch of different images that the AI can choose from and post into Buffer. Now here, the concept of Buffer is basically, ignore the fact that it's CoachS, that's just an old page I'm using. Basically, we'll create a schedule of our LinkedIn posts. That's the purpose of Buffer. If you have a look at one of these finished posts, let's have a look. Okay, so most Australian builders get caught out by this ATO mistake. That's our kind of hook. We see it all the time with builders. You're on site all day, managing trades, chasing progress payments, and BAS is just another job to tick off. That's just a relatable problem, or a relatable kind of, I see you as a builder, this is what you do every day. The problem, bank accounts and account records aren't properly reconciled. There's the problem. When your reconciliation is off, your BAS is usually wrong too. This can mean overstated GST, missed deductions, or underpaid tax that turns into 88 penalties months later. That's kind of emphasising the problem that our builders face. And okay, here's the solution. Simple takeaway: before lodging BAS, make sure every bank account and loan is fully reconciled to the same date. If the numbers don't match, don't lodge yet. I mean, that's accounting 101, but to a builder, that would be important information for them to know. If this sounds familiar, we help builders clean this up all the time. So yeah, here you're advertising your business, basically. Happy to answer questions or take a quick look. And the idea is that we put in many and many of these posts. Builders see them on LinkedIn, or whatever industry you're advertising to, and eventually they get to the point where they say, okay, this person's the expert. Why don't I go to them when I want to do business with them? So that's a very simplistic outlook of this particular problem. Let's have a look at the image. The image that created is actually pretty cool. Here it is here. Most Australian builders get caught out by this. This is all AI created, this image. Yes, it's actually pretty good for AI. So going back to, let's go back to make.com. So basically this automation creates this and schedules it in Buffer for you. So you can do as many as you want, depending on how many AI credits you want to spend. I would aim for 4 a week being linked in. So here in Buffer, we've actually created a number of these posts, and that you can just basically rack them up. The beauty of Buffer is that you can go in and edit them. If you don't trust the AI fooling it, you can go in and just check that it's creating posts that are useful. You could say, for example, if you really didn't like this post, you could delete it, or you could edit it. It's easy enough to edit. Here it is here. You can just change that as you want to go. So basically, that's the idea. We'll just start changes there. That's the concept of automating your LinkedIn posts. Now, you could also do any other social media platform using Buffer and using make.com to automate that process. And you can really solve the problem of creating LinkedIn content and also being consistent with it. It all becomes very simple. If you schedule this Make.com automation and these posts, you can create as many as you want and be really consistent with your content creation and reach a wide audience on LinkedIn of real business owners. So that's basically the concept. I hope you get it. Reach out to me on my, I have a link in the description to, if you want to perhaps work with me on something like this. And look, I hope you can find some more customers through using this method. Thanks very much.